This is a review of the Oswald Chambers Bible Legacy Edition. Includes My Utmost for His Highest devotional and other select works by Oswald Chambers in the CSB translation. I admit I don't know a super lot about Oswald Chambers. I know he wrote The Utmost for His Highest, and I think the only one that I have read is Spiritual Intimacy, probably 20 plus years ago. This is one of the finest CSB premium editions that I've held that is from Holman itself. You'll notice that it has a copper color rather than a gold color, and that is also seen on the gilding. And it also came very nice. There weren't any, there might be one small scratch right there, but it didn't come with a lot of scratches like I have gotten from Holman in the past. I have owned a number of different ones, both with my own personal money and also thanks to Holman's generosity. The Holman large print thin line, for instance, was one of the least high quality editions I have received, whereas this tends to be in the higher end. That being said, you can tell that the gilding is not very even. It's right about in here. You can tell that there's a difference in quality in the gilding, and I'm not sure why that is. This is Goatskin. It is edge lines, perimeter stitched. It has the art, gold art right there. It is the 2020 text, I believe. Presentation page in the front. The standard verse that CSB uses. 2020 text right there. And you'll see it uses the modern classic edition of Utmost for His Highest and other works from the complete works of Oswald Chambers by Oswald Chambers Publication Association Limited. Typeset, as usual, with Bible Serif typeface from 2K Denmark. And does it say where it's printed? I do not see where it says it's printed. There it is, in China, right there. This feels like the 36 GSM other premium Bibles that I have received from Holman, but one other reviewer said it was 38 according to his calculations, which could be. It includes some pages in the front about how to use this particular Bible. It doesn't call it a study Bible, if you didn't notice that. It just calls it a Bible, because you'll see as we go through that it's not quite a study Bible in the same sense of trying to address every section and every book of the Bible. It's devotional thoughts that are strewn throughout from him. How to use this Bible in particular. And then call out quotes. The pages are still stuck together, but it does feel like nice paper to me. It is China printed paper, which I've had mixed interactions with. The CSB, I forget what they originally called it, the CSB verse by verse premium edition before it was the Handcrafted. That was a really nice edition. The paper was from China, and I really liked that. So here's some of the different devotionals. It includes a list of topical, list of topics. And then this typical introduction to the CSB, which I like the CSB and preach from the CSB. I think it's a great translation. Not the greatest thing since sliced bread, but it's wonderful. Here's a preface to what I assume is the devotional itself. So here's January 1st, for instance. As you can tell, the page does have a little bit of ghosting there. Not horrible, but not awesome either. So then this section of the Bible is purely the devotional itself. And as you can tell, this is the first time I've really leafed through this. It's brand new. And the pages right here... Oh, I was mistaken about the different color of gilding. That is the color of the page coming through. So that is the brown of the outer edge not looking the same as the white of the actual Bible. That's what that is. Okay, fascinating. And then, what does this last page say here? Just some notes about the different quotations and stuff. So you see it has notes at the bottom, but it's not everywhere. And it's not every section or every verse. For instance, here's some things in here that it's not addressing at all. The footnotes here are on a brown, which I like the brown accents and the numbers and the references at the top, or the location at the top is a nice brown, but it's not super dark. So if you're looking for a super dark font or footnotes, that might not be what you're looking for. I don't see too much ghosting here on the Bible text itself. It does strike me as the taller of the Bible serif font that Holman often uses. It's not my personal preference. I tend to prefer the more standard font for the CSB text, but this one is fine. It's not nearly as skinny and tall as the large print thin line. These pages will undoubtedly flatten, so that's not a super concern for me. It does, if you can't tell, sit pretty flat. And having had a number of different editions like this before, I will say that this binding looks a little more secure, although still not super secure compared to other Bibles. Schuyler, and I've not owned maybe about one Allen, but Schuyler is excellent. And I have a rebind as well, but this one's better than what I've seen in the past, so I'm impressed by that. I've had a CSB study Bible in the Holman Handcrafted series, and the binding was not secure, and it eventually started to separate, and I got a replacement from Holman. But I don't sense that here. Little quotes in here from different days, his little devotional thoughts, which are connected to the biblical text. They're not just randomly strewn about. It does have the introduction to the passage, so let me look up my CSB Study Bible and see if it is the same exact introduction or no. Yes, it is the same exact. This book presents itself as the writing of one man, and so forth. And then the contribution to the Bible section, circumstances, message, and purpose, and structure. No outline unless it's on the next page. Nope, just goes right into the text itself. Let's go on to the end of the Bible and see what we find back here. A lot fuller notes here in Hebrews. So reaching the end, it has a concordance. What's this last section here? Oh, a glossary of terms using Oswald Chambers' Language and Theology. Okay, bibliography. So here's the concordance, which I can check it with the CSB Study Bible and see if it looks the same. Different typesetting, but looks about the same content. It doesn't have a little heading that tells me how many words. they will cut out certain words from a concordance to save space sometimes. So for instance, they'll go from 27,000 words to 18,000 words to save on space. But unless I just sat here and compared them, I would not be able to tell that very easily. Some maps in the back. One thick cardstock. And then it says Goatskin leather cover at the back. I received this from Holman in exchange for a fair review. I was not required to give a positive review of it. I like it. Not sure if I'll keep it because Oswald Chambers is not someone that I usually consult, but it is a very nice Bible. And if you're looking for an Oswald Chambers Bible, this could be the one for you.